Hello everyone, and welcome to the Enfield Village School. My name is Harrison Little. I'm the principal here, and I'm very excited to show off our building and our staff to you today. To our parents and grandparents, welcome. To our kinders, we cannot wait to meet you. We're going to take a little walk here around the school and into the school. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the rest of the video here. So, today you're going to meet a number of different teachers, including our two kindergarten teachers, Mrs. Estes and Mrs. Stewart. And you're also going to see some familiar places to the building, or places that will be familiar to you shortly after we start our school year in the fall. Want to let parents know at this time as well that this is just the first step in our process. We are going to be hosting a live meeting on June 15th at 6 o'clock in the evening, invitation to come, with information about the year, an opportunity for you to ask questions, and just trying to further orient you as to the Enfield Village School. By the end of the month, we are going to mail out letters with your child's assignment for the fall, so you will know by the end of the month who your son or daughter's kindergarten teacher will be next year. And in August, we will make sure that there's time for you to come to the school and see everything for yourself in person. In the meantime, we're going to do our best via this video here. So come on inside, let's check things out. So all of our traffic for the day comes through this opening vestibule here. Those outer doors are unlocked, but these inner doors are controlled by a switch here in the front office. So pretty secure little elementary school here. And then we have this rather nice large lobby area here with a vestibule across the other side. We use those doors as an egress, but visitors do not come through those doors. Our gym is off the lobby. We're pretty fortunate to have a sizable and a well-kept gymnasium for both our PE classes as well as some of our lunches and assemblies are in this space. This space is also used in the afternoons for an after-school program and in the evenings for youth league basketball. Number of different directions we could go with this tour. I'm going to start us up this hallway on the left, however. As I head up the stairs here, you're going to see a couple of bathrooms to my right, and just immediately to my right is our school counselor's office. So we'll step away from the school counselor's office is our school library. We've done a lot of work in this library in the last year, really kind of fix it up quite nicely. Pretty proud of this space and a big community effort to get this place looking the way it does now. You can see our Dr. Seuss-based forest, the EVS tree there, and we refer to that as our tree house. And across the way here, this is a space where we have a library class once a week for our students, but also have our staff meetings. The PTA meets here, but a bunch of nice touches here. We're now entering our second grade wing. There are a couple other rooms I'd like to show you up here. If I turn to my right here, this is our special ed room. There are 3 special education case managers that base out of this space. Our second grade classrooms here on my left, I won't take you in there for the sake of time. I'm going to take you into our music room, however. Two quarters out of the year, this space is a music room. 2 quarters out of the year, this space is an art room. I do want to share with you, we're going to spend some time here at what we call the Student Support Center. You'll see the door on our right and the door on our left. They are connected by an adjoining door. And this space is a space that's really available to all students. The door on the right is what we call the break room with the kids, and we refer to it as the proactive room among the staff. The door on your left leads to the timeout room, or the reactive room as we refer to it on the staff. Now, the proactive room is intended to be a space that we want kids to want to be. They can opt to take a few minutes out of their day to come here and to collect themselves. We have sensory tools. We have some gross motor and fine motor break materials they can use in here as well. We run groups out of here, things like zones of regulation and listening Larry. There's a number of different tools and programs that we have at work here that we use with different students. If, however, we are, if students are not behaving as appropriately, we do hold kids accountable here as well. I'm going to take you through to the reactive room now here. Now, this is a space that we ultimately don't want our students to want to be. This is a space where we might have a student serve a timeout or even a detention. We have spaces here in case students are dysregulated or are struggling to keep their bodies safe and to be safe with other people as well. We do have 2 paraprofessionals that work out of this space, as well as a behavioral specialist who oversees this program and is also a licensed special educator. Stepping back out of the Student Support Center now, we're going to continue down the way we've been coming. Up here we've got the bathrooms on my right, and across the way is our reading recovery room. We also house Title Math in this space. This is the kindergarten and preschool wing, and it will double back to the front office here. So I'm passing now on my right a kindergarten classroom, and I'm going to take you in this second kindergarten classroom here.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Estes, and I teach kindergarten here at Enfield Village School. I've been teaching here for 35 years, and I just love every minute of it. We're really looking forward to you and your family joining us here at Enfield Village School for kindergarten, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what we do during the day. You'll be able to ask more questions about this when we see you in person. So I start with my magic pointer because the leader of the day always gets to do this. So this is our schedule, and we start every day here with morning meeting. Our morning meeting is something that we do as we start our day here at the carpet. We often start with a mindful moment, and sometimes we do that as a whole school, and sometimes we do that just in the classroom. One of the books we use to do that is called Alpha Breaths. And a mindful moment is a time when you can just take a minute to relax and think about how your day is going to go. I'm going to choose one to do with you today. And today I'm going to choose W. W is the wish breath. We always start our mindful moments with a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Nice. And our wish breath goes like this. Breathe in and make a happy wish for yourself. Then breathe out and send a happy wish to someone else. Let's try it together. Breathe in, make a wish. Breathe out, make a wish for someone else. Thanks. I'll introduce you to more of those when you come to the classroom. So next, during morning meeting, we also do a message of the day, and we talk about what's going to be happening for the day. And the leader gets to do that as well. We usually have a hello song and a special song for the day. And then we move on to literacy block. Literacy block is the time where we practice listening to stories, and soon you'll be reading stories of your own. We practice letter activities and letter sounds. Sometimes we start as a whole group, and then we go to the tables to work in different activities. Then we take a break for snack. You bring a snack from home, and you can either bring your own drink or you can buy snack milk here at school. And we'll talk more about how to do that when we see each other. We have snack right here in our classroom, and then when snack is finished, then we go outside for recess. I think some of you may have been here already and seen it, and for others, it's just a very cool place to go, climbing and lots of fun activities. And actually, when you're out at recess, there'll be some teachers out there with you too, in case you have any questions or for safety reasons. So there'll always be an adult with you. After recess, we'll come inside, get a cool drink of water, and then we'll have a story. And again, we meet here at the carpet for a story. Sometimes friends pick them out, sometimes I pick it out for you. And then we have math time. Now, you probably know a lot about math. Math is all about numbers and counting and making patterns and sorting and all those kinds of things. And again, we do our first activity as a whole group, and then we move on to activities at the table where you'll get a chance to do a lot of practicing hands-on things with different materials. We have dice and we have counters, we have dinosaur counters, we have all kinds of different ones that we'll practice with. Then we'll do calendar weather. And the leader of the day gets to lead the activities where we talk about the day of the week, we talk about the month, we talk about how many days we've been in school, we talk about the weather, we'll sing some more songs. I like to sing a lot. Then we'll have some writing time where we'll pick some ideas to write about. I kind of think of it as storytelling. So you're kind of telling your story in pictures, and then pretty soon you'll start adding words to that and make your own books. Then we take a break for lunch. And again, you might bring your own lunch from home, or you might order lunch here at school. We have our lunch in our classroom. So kids who order hot lunch will walk down to the kitchen and they'll be with a teacher, and you'll get your lunches and bring them back to the classroom. Those of you who bring your lunch will just go to your backpacks and take them out and find a spot at the table. We have found that eating in the classroom is just kind of a relaxing way to do it. So that will be happening. And then we have another recess. We get to go outside again after lunch for some more playtime. It's important for us to have a lot of physical activity while we're here at school, because sitting still can be very tricky. After recess, we come in, get another cool drink of water, and then we have what we call our unified arts time. Now that's a time when you'll go to another classroom, and sometimes you'll have art, and that's what this says here. Our art teacher's name is Mr. Jarvis, and he comes up with great art projects for you to do. Half of the year we have art. The other half of the year we have music. And Mrs. Prince is our music teacher, and she loves to teach kids about music. So she has a lot of very cool songs that she will teach you. Another special we have on another day of the week is library. Mrs. Darling will read you a story and have an activity for you to do about that story. And you'll get to take out books from the library to bring home and share at home. And then, oops, and there's one card missing. I'm missing one of the most fun activities, and that's called physical education. Sometimes we call it PE. Sometimes you might call it gym. Mr. is our PE teacher, and he has great activities. But we have our unified arts activity every day. It's a different activity every day. And I'll send a list of those homes to your families so that they'll know when you need to wear your sneakers for PE or things like that. And then after we come back from that, we'll have some quiet time. Now, quiet time is a time here in the classroom that sometimes we take out a rest mat and we rest quietly. Sometimes we put on music in the background. Sometimes we'll put on the smart board and have a really nice relaxing song and background. It's just a time for our bodies to kind of rest and recharge, because we use up a lot of energy, thinking energy here in kindergarten. Sometimes quiet time might not even be on a rest mat. It might be at a table with a story or in the quiet area with a book. Well, it can look different on different days. And then this is science time. Our science program is a lot of hands-on activities to learn about the natural world. We'll learn about life cycles. We'll learn about plants and seeds. A lot of fun things that in store for that. We also have an activity time, and this is the time when you can choose to do activities in the classroom of your choice. It might be puzzles, it might be Play-Doh, it might be the Lego table, it might be builders and benders. There's all kinds of fun stuff to choose from. Sometimes people like to paint or draw. So it's a time when you get to make the choice of what you would like to do. And then we end our day with Goodbye Circle. We gather again at the carpet and we talk about our day. And we talk about what things were good about our day and what things we might want to change the next day. We also talk about what special we're going to have the next day and who our leader will be. And we sing goodbye, because again, I like to sing a lot. And we hope that you are excited about coming to kindergarten. We know we are very excited to have you. So I might see you again later in this video, and I hope to see you soon when you get to come and visit our classroom in person.
Hi, my name is Robin Lobb. I am the nurse at the Enfield Village School. I wanted to welcome all the incoming kindergartners for the fall of 2020 and let you all know that my office is right behind the main office, and my door is always open during the school day from 8 to 3:15 for students if they are not feeling well or if they get injured. I'm also available by phone or email, or come in and see me for parents if they have any questions or concerns. We're also excited to see everyone in the fall, and I hope you guys have a great summer, and talk to you and see you all soon.
Hi families, my name is Miss Stewart. I am another kindergarten teacher at the Enfield Village School. This will be my 18th year of teaching. I've taught kindergarten a handful of those years. I've also taught first grade, second grade, third grade, and a K-1. So I'm excited to be full-time kindergarten this year. We wanted to just touch base with you about some things that you could do to help your student enter kindergarten. We know it's a time of big growth and learning, and a lot of families want to know what they can do to help their child be prepared for kindergarten. One of the things that it can be really important is to foster independence with your child. We have classes anywhere between 15 and 18 children, and while we can give some individual attention, it's really great if your child is able to get their jacket off and on their own, maybe get their shoes on. We don't expect them to be able to tie them. That's usually a first grade skill. But if they are able to help themselves a little bit, and then when we have our time, we can also help them. We have bathrooms in our classroom, but we try not to enter the bathroom with children in there, so independent toileting is very helpful. We also encourage fine motor skills, developing those, not necessarily holding a pencil and writing, but a great way to build fine motor skills is to build with Play-Doh, blocks, pipe cleaners, wiki sticks, using crayons and markers. If you're comfortable with your child using scissors, it's great for them to be introduced to that as well. Those are all the fine motor, the little things children can do. Core strength and gross motor skills are also wonderful too. We do sit up at the carpet and at the tables a lot. So being able for your child to hold themselves up and to have that core strength is important. It helps them to have the stamina to do their work. One of the ways you can do that is just doing anything outside or even inside, running, kicking, if you have a playground or play structure available. And as soon as you're able to come and use our playground, we really encourage families, bring your child to the playground here at school when it's safe. Play on the play structure, get familiar with things, build up that strength. That will definitely help you during the day at kindergarten. Another big thing that can really help your child is just having conversations with them, kind of talking until you get tired of hearing yourself talk, but ask them questions, point things out that you might think they notice that they might not notice. Ask them questions about their day. Ask them questions, what do you notice outside? Be specific with your language. Instead of just saying, oh, we're going to the store, say we're going to Hannaford. Instead of saying we are going on a trip, say we are going in the car, we are going to Vermont. Be specific in your language. That's very helpful for children. And encourage them. And they may not want to talk all the time, or you may get tired of hearing yourself talk, but trust me, they are absorbing what you are saying to them. That conversation is huge. Another thing that's great to help your child prepare for school is to play games together, play board games, work on things where you're taking turns and sharing and not always winning. It's okay for your child if they have to experience a loss in a game. It helps to build stamina, to build character. That turn taking also inspires conversation. So that's a really great way to practice some of these skills, these interpersonal skills that we work on. Kindergarten is such a social time. One of the things we spend the most time on, the curriculum is important, but it's that social piece of interacting with others and being part of a bigger community, thinking of others, building empathy and compassion for others. And above all, probably one of the easiest things you can do is to read to your child. Find out what they're interested in. Read books, but also if they're interested in a specific subject, try to find a book and read that encourages conversation, and ask your child about what you're reading. Stop along the way. Ask them to predict, what do you think will happen next? Or when you're done, what was your favorite part in this book? Reading, hearing words, and having a conversation It's such a great gateway to being ready for kindergarten. Just hope you'll take this time and enjoy this time with your child before they enter kindergarten. Don't hesitate if you have questions for us, specific questions, write them down. We're happy to answer them. But we know that you will do your best to make sure your child is ready for school, and we can't wait to meet them.
Hello incoming kindergartners and families, welcome to Enfield Village School. I'm Mrs. Plumley, the school counselor, and you'll often hear me on the intercom in the mornings leading a mindful moment. We do this daily at Enfield Village School just to start our day in a calm way and just pause and collect ourselves. And I also support the social and emotional needs of all students. So I meet with kindergartners for snack and lunch to get to know them better. And I often meet with kids one-on-one, in groups, or in whole classes working on social and emotional skills and coping strategies. I look forward to meeting all of you. Have a great summer.
Hi boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Bostwick and I'm the administrative assistant here, and I am here to help you in any way I can. Moms and dads, you may have already spoken with me on the phone or via email. Always reach out. I will try to help you in any way I can. If I can't help you at the moment, I will certainly find the answer for you. Boys and girls, I just want you to know that I know that you are big kids now. And that being said, you still might forget something someday. If you do, that's okay. You might forget your lunch or your boots or your sneakers. That's okay. I'll help you. We'll call mom and dad to see if we can get them. If not, then you'll be okay. I won't let you starve, so don't you worry, you will still get your lunch. When we enter the school, we enter on the Lebanon side of the building. The main office is halfway down the building. You will come into this locked vestibule. I will speak with you there, and then when I know that it's safe for you to come in, then I can let you in. Boys and girls, you will always be safe here. You do not have to worry. Moms or dads, if you change addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, please let me know. I also am in charge of attendance, and we will talk more about that later, but please, you need to call your students in by 8 o'clock. If not, you are probably going to get a phone call at work by 9 o'clock. So please give me a call to let me know. That is, even if you let the teacher know, the front office needs to know, because we need to keep your children safe, and I need to know that your child is home safe with you. So boys and girls, I hope you're ready to become a mighty owl. That's what you will be come August. I look forward to meeting you all, moms, dads, parents, guardians, and especially you boys and girls. See you in August.